Guys, I think I have a problem. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is, but I've got a problem. And I don't know how I'm supposed to discuss it. I really just don't. I think for National Novel Writing Month, I should figure out how to discuss it. How do I describe this problem? Well, for one thing, I keep talking about dark shit. I'm not sure I should keep doing that. But I'm cursed, and this entire channel is just me being cursed. Now, am I sorry for recording that last video? No. No, I'm not. I don't have to be sorry for anything I said. I don't have to be sorry at all. I don't. I'm not sorry. I mean, the president wants people to suffer. Do I want people to suffer? No. I'm just a villain for entertainment purposes. I'm not an actual villain. Well, I'm sure Trump would beg to differ, but, well, if Trump considers me the enemy here, I think we all know I'm not. I mean, what am I doing? Like, my worst crime is, let's see, making music from data that was, yeah, making music. Okay, sure, I'm not sure that's a problem, but I do know that making music is not something I would be able to do without generative technology. I cannot actually sing, but I have typed lyrics into a text box, and I know it seems like that wouldn't be work, but I mean, if you want to make a good song, yeah, you kind of are putting in some work there. And lyrics, they have to flow. There has to be a flow for the song to be any good. And also, do I need to say anything else? For some reason, a lot of my songs are over 6 minutes. I can't imagine why. I can't imagine what would cause this to occur. Perhaps it's the fact I'm a writer and I still put effort into what I create. I mean, sure, people can argue with me over whether or not I'm still creating something if it's just plain text. But writing is still a profession, bro. It's still a profession. I'm a writer, okay? If I type lyrics, then that's work. That's work. You can't really argue with that. Writing is an important skill, although I've mostly written shit, but I mean, there are some very successful authors that do not write shit, although their first drafts suck. Because the first draft always sucks. What do you think the revision phase is for? Revision over and over and over. By the way, I've done a revision with song lyrics over and over. I've got multiple versions of each song I've typed. Because the lyrics weren't good enough, or I just like having multiple versions of a single song in general. And also, in the future, there'll be good regulations, I hope. And hopefully it'll be less unethical to make music in the future with this technology that I've been using. And now generative AI for art, I'm not sure that you can get around the unethics of that. I mean, you can create good art, but I mean, I don't think that I can as easily defend that. And because you're just describing an image and having it generated for you. And I'm not exactly sure there's an ethical way to just generate art like that without it impacting an artist. And actual artists are justified in being upset about this kind of technology. I've never been, I don't want to sound like I ever was. I mean, everyone has a right to be upset about things that impact them personally. But honestly, anything that opens the door to more jobs for more people is a good thing. It's just, I'm not quite sure that generative art is... I don't know how you make that into something ethical. And I know that training models to create music isn't really ethical either. But it's just, I don't think it's as easy to dismiss the potential of making good music with it. As opposed to, yeah, it's definitely not good that artists are losing out because of generative AI and all that. Although, I don't think that artists have been entirely replaced yet. I mean, the AI still sucks with hands. Seriously. And a lot of AI generations aren't exactly faithful to what I want. But anyway. I'm just saying, this is a very complicated subject. I understand there are nuances to it. But I also understand that, yeah, right now it's kind of a gray area. And I just don't think that generating art, like, instantly is ever going to be ethical exactly. But, I mean, there are definitely good ways to use it. It's just, if someone really loves to draw, I just don't think that generative AI is ever going to age well in that regard. Making music probably isn't really ethical either, because it's just the same thing except with music. But I do think that more hard work can go into at least the song lyrics, as opposed to just describing an image. Like, come on. I do not feel like I've made anything when I just describe an image. Like, sure, maybe I asked for that, but I don't feel like I created anything. It's just, I pushed a button, okay? I don't know whose work was stolen in order for me to produce that image. I don't know what training data was used in the making of this image that I pressed a button to generate. Like, I understand the questions here, and the morality problems. It's just capitalism. I don't think capitalism is ethical, guys. I think we should consider that capitalism is not ethical. Capitalism was never ethical. If capitalism was ethical, I don't think we would have some of these conversations. I'm just saying, capitalism is an issue. I also think the government is an issue. What is the government going to do to me now? I am in favor of proper reform. Do not reform it incorrectly. Do not reform it after a period of war and violence. Reform it peacefully and without harming anyone. Okay, America, we failed step 1. People have gotten hurt. Okay, fuck. How many more people have to suffer then before you finally change? Can we stop role-playing as the Fire Nation, please? Role-playing as the Fire Nation is in bad taste. Let's stop doing it. I don't understand why we're doing that. I mean, I know that some people will be like, What are you talking about? You've been doing it for decades. Decades, more like centuries. This land was stolen. It is still stolen. We did not ask for it. We stole it. The United States has caused harm, but it first caused harm to the original people here. Like, I don't know which country my ancestors are from. I would imagine some part of Europe. I don't know which part of Europe, honestly. But I know that the original settlers here were not European. And European settlers just... Wow, that's just rude. And the descendants of the Native Americans are still being dehumanized and mistreated. Like, what the hell are we doing? We're dehumanizing each other because that's what capitalism tells us to do. But it's not just capitalism. There are definitely other things factoring in here. But we don't have to be complete jackasses. And we're still being complete jackasses. Can I really not stop talking about dark shit? Well, you know, I'm not really the biggest fan of Thanksgiving. You know, I actually don't like it. I've never liked it. But after learning more about it and its history, now I really don't like it. It's just, I hate it. Like, I know we love to make it about gratitude in the present, but Thanksgiving was not really about that back in the day. Like, people suffered in the founding of this country. Not just the people fighting for our country to be independent, okay? There are other people that suffered when we brought over diseases, if I recall right. Do I recall correctly, or did I imagine that? Well, I imagine we were a disease. You know, we can argue that humanity itself is a disease. We can make that argument. And I think we are. I think we are a disease. I think the planet would be better without us. And now that doesn't mean I want us gone. That'd be stupid. But I do think that we are harming it. So it would be less messed up if something happened to us. I don't want that to happen, but we are definitely making the planet less habitable by the day. And that's not good. That's really not good. And you know, I still want my hobbies to do less damage. Please. Oh my god. Okay. Let me see if I can get a thing. Maybe like what thing? Did I want another cloak? I'm trying to get another cloak. I'm okay. I was grinding for it. You guys have to understand, I was grinding for it. Well, I know you guys don't have to understand, but I am a disaster. Apparently, I cannot stop proving it. Why do I have to keep talking about dark shit? I was trying to have more fun this time. I ruined it. I ruined it. No, I didn't ruin it. I didn't ruin it. It's just, I think most of my content is like this. I don't have to be grateful during a time where other people are starving. People are starving. I don't have to be grateful knowing that people are starving. Why would I want to be grateful knowing that people are starving? I can be grateful that I've got food and I'm not starving, but I mean, I don't want people to starve. Especially not the children. What about the children, bro? Yeah, reminder. You are flagged as a minor on YouTube? And you're not a minor? Well, it's not about the children. It's about power and control. And the children that are starving right now, the Republicans are out of their fucking mind. They don't care that people are starving. They don't care that some of those people are children. All they care about is preventing certain people from having health care. Why? I don't know. And you may be like, what do you have against Republicans? I'd like to say I've got something against everything. And in some form or another, I have something against everyone. I mean, the Democrats aren't saints, okay? The Democrats have done some shit. But the Democrats are not the ones that are currently keeping the government shut down. They are not currently the issue. Now, there may be a day when they are the issue again, but right now, they aren't the ones with the power. And I know a lot of people wish they were doing more, but what are they supposed to do? They are a minority at the moment. They can try to get a bit more power next year, but I'm not so sure that's going to help, to be honest with all of you. I'm not sure it would help enough. And because, for whatever reason, we decided to re-elect a criminal. A proven criminal at that. And some of us were okay with doing it. And some of us still are. Some of us still support that same criminal. Why? Why, America? Why would anyone support someone like him? I guess some people are just that hateful. And I mean, I understand having a grudge and all that, but I don't usually harm people over it. Not like this. I mean, sure, I make dark jokes, like wanting to stab Vector, but seriously, I mean, I'm being a villain for entertainment. I'm saying I would stab Vector for entertainment. I'm sure some people would question if that's entertainment, but, well, yeah, maybe it's not the best entertainment, but some people are into that for entertainment, apparently. See how Zark happened? I don't remember how messed up that got, but damn. Zark got so bad that the dimension had to be split into 4. Remember that. I don't want to. I wish the anime had the original design for Zark instead of becoming that. I mean, no offense, but no absolute offense. I think that it was an absolute disservice to who Zark was to just completely get rid of Zark and just make Amelia, and that's it. No, bro. When they were fused together, that was not what Zark looks like. And now he just looks like... This is why I messed up again. Why do I have to be like this? Why am I am going to be... hold on, should I come back? Would that be a good idea? I don't know. Maybe I should stop. Maybe while I'm ahead, I should stop. I don't know. I think I kind of went a bit far. But am I wrong, though? Am I wrong, though, to say some of the shit I said? I don't think so. I don't think so. It's harsh, but, I mean, the reality is much worse. And trust me, I don't know what's going on over there. Like, what happened to the White House? I have no idea. I mean, part of it got destroyed. I don't know why Trump destroyed part of the White House. I mean, I know he wants to do something with it, but the fuck? That's just disrespectful. It just destroys everything that America is. And granted, that might be a good thing in some ways, to be fair. We need a cultural, we need to rethink what the culture is or should be in this country. Like, should the culture really be what it currently is, or better? I think it should be better. We should stop dehumanizing each other. Why are people still racist? Uninstall racism. Destroy it. Get rid of white privilege. Seriously, why is there why is that still a thing? Come on, guys, are you for real? Do not discriminate around me. If you discriminate against anyone around me, I'm going to say something. Especially if you try to discriminate against my sister. Don't do that. Don't discriminate against my family. Leave them alone. And though my sister is adopted, noticeably. But that isn't really an issue for me. The issue for me was just how she had me feeling because she was being outright abusive. But now she's not being like that. And she doesn't deserve to be mistreated. She doesn't deserve to be mistreated. She deserves as good a life as anyone else. And don't treat her like shit. Don't do that. If she breaks the law, okay, but you better be able to prove it in court. Seriously, don't be racist. Don't do that. Why are we doing it, America? Can we stop? I can still feel the racism here. Why? Get rid of it, America. Uninstall it. What the fuck? Why do I have to be afraid something's going to happen to my sister? She doesn't even like me. She hates me. She called me a bitch once. Admittedly, that was actually not the worst thing she did that night. And I was less insulted by that than some of the other things she did. But, I mean, apparently she was a bit jealous of me and my brother, but I mean, when you're a minor, yeah. When you're a minor, that's a thing. You're not going to be treated like an adult. And because you're not an adult, you're a minor. And that's what the problem was that night. My sister was being treated differently because she's a child. Well, she's 17 right now, but I mean, let's not get rid of her right to vote. Let's not get rid of anyone's right to vote. Honestly, let's increase everyone's accessibility to voting. Let's try to make voters less apathetic. Why are we not doing that, America? Why do we like being corrupt? Why do we like being assholes? What is our problem, America? I know we've got issues. I've seen them. I've seen all of them. They've been exposed. And Trump may be at the center of them right now, but he's not the only reason this country is fucked up. This country being fucked up is why he's in office. I do not like the system that got him into power. I want it to be reformed, but peacefully. No violence. And I don't want anyone to get harmed, even though people have already been harmed and some people are starving. Can the government stop being shut down over something as stupid as trying to get people health care? I don't want the Democrats to back down. I don't want the Democrats to back down. The Democrats need to stand their ground here. They need to stand their ground and mean what they're trying to. But it's still stupid that this has to go on just because of something like healthcare. Really, Republicans? Really? Just because we want healthcare, we should be suffering? Although I was suffering before the shutdown, so joke's on the country. I mean, wait. No, that's not... Okay, alright. What is my problem? I think my therapist and I need to discuss this. I don't know what's going on, but as soon as I figure that out, I will tell her. Seriously, guys, I'm still trying to figure that out. I'm gonna type a bunch of words. I'm still very good at doing that. Even though I'm not really typing professional words. Anyway, let's go try things up for this video. I'm going to decide if I want to come back. And if I do, well, I probably shouldn't. But I might decide to come back just because I like to play this game. I know I have partial anhedonia, but apparently I do still experience enough pleasure to keep playing this over and over. Which is good, but there's also an elephant in the room here, which is that I've got issues and I clearly need to do something about them. Also, I thought the video was supposed to be over. Okay. Time to write. I'll be back later.